Joe Mama, Razor Blade, The Money, Wheels, Jammer, Jitterbug, Volcano, Boom Boom. You're probably wondering what I'm doing, but those are all nicknames that my brother gave to his kids. He's coached in this organization for 25 years. A lot of those kids are now grown adults. He will see them throughout the Bartlett area, and he won't refer to them by their name. He'll refer to them by their nickname. And out of respect for him, they'll call him Coach, because that's what he is. He had a way, he taught the fundamentals of football, how to get into a three-point stance, what your splits should be, the holds, 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, and 6, how to put on your shoulder pads, and the infamous cup check. All of those, right? He taught those, and he had a way of making football fun. It's a violent game, but he had a way of making it fun and keeping it fun. Every year before the season started, he would have a party at his house. He would deck out his backyard in football gear. He would line it like a football field, and he'd put up yard markers, and he'd put up lights so the kids could have fun. And that's when they would get their nicknames that would stick with them for the 8 years that they're in the Bartlett Raiders organization. He tried to keep it fun. But the most important thing to him that he always did is he made it fair. He made sure everybody on every level that he ever coached had a fair shot at playing. So he taught the fundamentals in a fun way, and he made it fair. And that epitomizes what my brother is. And it's my privilege and my pleasure to bring up the last 2022 Bartlett Raiders Hall of Fame inductee, my brother, Bill Strawn.
Thanks, everybody. That's probably the most serious my brother has ever been with me. So, thank the Raiders. This means a lot. I don't shed lightly on it. It really, really means a lot. I'm humbled, and I know my peers were giving me a hard time about a gold jacket and a ring, and I did the same thing to them, but it really means a lot. So, but I have a few other thank yous, and I think they put me last because I could be long-winded, I guess. So. And Mike told me 5 minutes. I think 25 years gives me however long I want. You agree? I'll try to make it quick and concise, though. So my family's here. My brothers, my wife, my sons, my one daughter-in-law's here, and my wife, I actually asked my wife if she would do the introduction, and she said, "What would I say? You leave and you come home." That's about the extent of what she involved in my Raiders coaching. But to be honest with it, you guys, she's the really true Hall of Famer. Not because she lets me do what I love to do, but today is her 1.5 year anniversary of surviving a heart transplant. And course, I have my coaches, the Coffenbargers, are sitting at my table. And of course, in the great Raider tradition, my house is sitting TP'd right now. So if any of you want to come over and help me clean up, come on over. I also want to recognize Jeff Summers. Jeff had a wedding tonight. Yeah, for sure. Jeff gave me the opportunity to coach. A lot of head coaches wouldn't do that. He gave me the chance to keep coaching, you know, like John, and said it's just, you know, the beauty of coaching, and he gave me that chance. How many coaches would just let somebody come and go at their leisure? And that's what I did. I'm traveling a lot, but some do want to thank Jeff, and if you see him, please thank him on my behalf too. My coaches, Coach Gorley, high school coach, Coach Elisik at Harper Junior College, and Coach Dempsey at Southern Illinois, they, you know, they mentored me. And I didn't realize I was a student of the game, but I guess I was, and took a lot of their teachings and a lot of their practice planning. So I want to just thank them out loud. And then lastly, the two factions I want to definitely make sure I recognize are the former presidents, and I served under 10 of them, so, and the players. And I know a lot of my former players, a lot of the nicknames that were mentioned, they're sitting here, you know, right here now, so thank you guys for coming. But the presidents, I'm going to try to name them by name in order. So I apologize if I miss any or I'm out of order, but they need to be recognized because I'm not standing here today without their stewardship and their willingness to let me coach. So they really definitely need to be recognized. So, and I invited them all to come tonight, so I don't know if they made it, but let me name them first. Vince Mastandria, Barry Brin, Phil Marino, Jerry McNeely, Jim Palumbo, and I think his son is here tonight. In fact, I think his girlfriend was our trainer all year, so that's kind of nice to see him. So you make sure you tell your dad, please. So Jim Palumbo, Steve Pelzarski, Mike Radel, Jim Barris. I think Jim is here tonight, somewhere. Ed Pomeroy, and Brian Richardson. So I think that's 10, so give them a little bit, please. I wanted to, I do have their information to send to you guys, because if you don't know it, the Raiders are celebrating 50 years next year. And believe it or not, I have a coaching shirt that says Bartlett Raiders 25th anniversary. And I plan on wearing that next year. Okay? Yeah, that's fine. And I remember going to Rizika and doing a balloon launch for the 25th anniversary. So, but what's funny about that coaching shirt is when we get our team pictures taken, it's early in the year. You don't even know who all your coaches are, but they certainly don't have their new coaching shirts. So every team picture day, bring my hanger of coaching shirts. And I would give them out to the coaches. And so I looked through my team plaques today, you know, and I have 25 of them on the wall. And my coaching shirts are in all these pictures. And ironically, our current president, in his first team picture coaching Zach, He's wearing my gray old coaching shirt with script Raiders on it. So, look it up. So, the players I was fortunate to coach 3 groups of kids from kindergarten to 8th grade. My son, Joe Mama, is wearing his Raiders jersey right now. And my middle son, Nady, gives me a hard time that I never coached him in football. And I apologize. I coached him in all the other sports, but it just never lined up where I could coach him. But anyway, first group of kids, we got to the semifinals, couldn't quite get over the hump. Next group of kids was my nephew, the jammer, RJ, and was fortunate to coach him. He was a kindergartner the year following when Joey entered high school. So we ended up having a superb team at the 4th grade 83-pound level. We won the Super Bowl, we went undefeated, and believe it or not, we were the silver team. The gold team went undefeated as well, and the other silver team lost 1 regular season game that year and was 1 game away from playing us in the Super Bowl. So that was, if you think about it, that's pretty good for a certain level. But we won the Super Bowl, and it was a great year. I still keep in touch with all the kids. A lot of them are here. I still keep in touch with the parents. But the problem when you win like that is the next year you want to go beyond. And a lot of the kids were gold players. The parents, the coaches, the kids themselves wanted to play gold. So we were faced with a decision: do we coach gold? And I talked with my brother Dave, and his son RJ wasn't quite at that level, so we said, no, we're going to coach silver again. And but the problem we had, we lost all our skilled players. So we had to kind of think on our feet, and we had a lineman. We took a lineman from our Super Bowl team and made him the quarterback. And you'll know why I want to recognize him here in a minute. But he, I mean, when you have athletes that play linemen, that's how come you have a good team, and that's how we were at the 83-pound level. So anyway, 93-pound, we made Dean Katsavetis our quarterback, the doctor. And he worked hard. We had to teach him how to make a pitch. We had to teach him how to throw. But the reason I want to bring him up is because Dean, the doctor, went on to be a varsity starting quarterback for Bartlett High School. So I guess my point there, coaches, don't give up on these kids. Don't pigeonhole these kids. I mean, we're not professionals. Let's turn them over to the professionals, and don't pigeonhole the kids. And another boy I want to recognize is Jace Warwick. He went on to be a successful engineer from Purdue, but I don't want to take credit for his intellect, but maybe his confidence. We did a drill where we gave him an award, and it was a coach's contrived drill. But anyway, he went home. I got a call from his dad. He said he couldn't stop talking about being Big Bubba for the night. So again, marginal kids, just stay with them. And then my last group of kids, they're 8th grade. We tried to get them here tonight, but they're not 21. So anyway, they're ready for high school. I was able and fortunate to run with them over the summer, got to be close with them. And they energized me to want to try to coach again. So anyway, I don't take this lightly. I really appreciate this award, and hopefully I can do justice for to continue on. So thank you so much, and God bless.
Let's hear it for